It's my life, it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. I just wanna live.
I will grant you that that was a little bit strange. So guys, I've been doing a lot of reading about rock climbing recently, and you don't have to get too deep into that world before you start hearing the name Alex Honnold. Honnold is a professional rock climber who holds like a bunch of records, including the ascent of a 3,000-foot nearly vertical wall in California in just under 2.5 hours. Just to put things in perspective, that's like climbing higher than the Empire State Building on top of another Empire State Building. That's frickin' high. Now, as impressive as his accomplishments already are, they are made more so by the fact that he does all this without the use of ropes. Yeah, there are times that the only thing between him and falling thousands of feet to a certain death is the tip of his index finger jammed into the crack of a wall that doesn't care if he lives or dies. It's a little bold. You might even say it's risky. Now, I've never been 3,000 feet up on a wall, but I have been 3 feet up on a wall, and I can tell you that the higher that I go, the less I feel confident in my ability to keep myself alive. In fact, you wouldn't really have to climb very high to reach a point where falling would definitely kill you. But for Honnold, this doesn't seem to matter. In a strictly physical sense, you're doing the same activity whether you're 3 feet or 3,000 feet off the ground. Honnold just seems to have enough confidence in his ability to climb that it buffers the primal fear that comes from being that high up. And this helps him to more accurately assess the risks versus the rewards of the climb. It's either that or he's straight crazy. In any case, I find the guy to be inspiring. I mean, how do you get that bold? How do you get that courageous? How does this guy risk his life on a wall when I can't even risk getting something new on the menu at Chipotle? It all comes down to risk assessment, and studies show that we're actually really bad at it. The majority of us tend to be risk averse. Whether it's about an investment or a career move or where to go to school, we actually tend to play it safer than is logical. Experiments have shown that we do one of two things when risk is involved. One thing is we tend to inflate the value of the thing that might be lost. This means that we overestimate the value of the thing that we're risking when compared against the thing that we could gain. Either that or we way overestimate the probability of loss. I've linked a video down in the description that illustrates this point really well. On the other side of the coin though, there's teenage boys. High levels of testosterone correlate to a higher risk tolerance. This is why boys going through puberty tend to do stupid things. I never did. But it's also the reason why men, in general, tend to tolerate risk a little bit more than women. I mean, just ask my wife about this. It frustrates her on occasion. She doesn't like it when I put pots and pans in the dishwasher. But what can I say? I like to live dangerously. But we have all seen the dumb things that men do when high levels of testosterone are involved. Youth and wisdom are not always found in the same place. But that hardly makes the boldness of youth bad if it could be harnessed. Because the more I think about it, the more I realize that we simply can't afford not to risk in life. It is the precursor for so many good things. Whether in relationships or careers or in creativity, glory always awaits us on the other side of risk. It's amazing as I think about it just how much of my life has been dictated by risk avoidance. And just how often I've decided to do nothing rather than risk anything. Too many of us live in fear that we're not making a wise decision. But what does wisdom have to say about risk? Well, about 3,000 years ago there was a king in Israel named Solomon who was thought to be the wisest person of his era. He said, and I'm paraphrasing, "If you wait until conditions are perfect before you do something, you will never do anything." What if the fear of the unknown is a better reason to do something than it is to do nothing? And Josh and Ben, both of you guys are an inspiration to me. You have done anything but play it safe. You both left pretty comfortable careers to pursue your dreams. And now look at you, all successful. You guys make me want to grow stronger and dare greatly. And I love you. Well, this is starting to get a little gushy and awkward, so, you're both ugly. There. Balance is restored. Josh, Ben, and anyone else watching. I love you guys.